Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at Adam Hlozek, a Czech international under-21s player, currently at Sparta Prague, a player that I feel like he's been around forever. It feels like over the last 5 years he's been on Football Manager, but hasn't, obviously. 8 under-21 appearances, 3 under-21 goals for the Czech Republic national team's under-21s. Some fantastic pace, 16 acceleration, 16 pace, 17 flair as well. And not bad dribbling, finishing, first touch, all that stuff as well. £3.2 million in valuation. Has played already a bunch of games for Sparta Prague in the first division in the Czech Republic. So a player that's certainly getting game time. 6'1" in height at 18 years of age, so still maybe even got a little bit of room to grow. But we'll jump 5 years on, see how he's developing, what his performances are like, and take a look. So 23 years of age now, still at Sparta Prague. It looks like he is unhappy and wants to move to a bigger club, which is probably expected. His stats are pretty good. Still got that pace that we spoke about earlier. Stats with his dribbling, finishing, first touch, all improving as well. So certainly someone developing nicely. Seems to have played as a makeshift right back at some point, which is an interesting decision. 40 appearances and 5 goals for the Czech Republic, which isn't a great turnout, really. In his club career, nothing much better. I mean, he has performed quite well, getting a 7 rating, which isn't bad, but only hitting double figures for goals once. I wonder if we can see if he has been playing as a winger. Yeah, it looks like he has played out wide mainly, so hasn't been getting those opportunities inside as a striker at all. £25,000 a week though, so not cheap for a club like Sparta Prague. But it'd be interesting to see if he does move on to a different club, especially with that want to move to a bigger club, especially for his prime years where he'll come into soon. So we'll jump 5 years on and take a look. So he did get that move, but it was to Derby. An interesting move, still looking pretty good at 27 years of age, 78 caps, 15 goals, so improved on that front. Is transfer listed for £21 million. Interesting. Okay, so let's take a look. So they were in the Premier League, so that's probably why the move happened. He got 15 goals in 34 games, so really upped his kind of goal tally there for Sparta Prague. And that first season in the Premier League was very good as well. Did tend to drop off, and that's kind of maybe why he's been transfer listed. Hasn't performed quite up to that original standard that they had. 83 appearances, 19 goals, not fantastic. Has he played much? He is playing up front for them, which is obviously good to see for his sake anyway, but nothing spectacular. Milestones wise, did win a bunch of Czech FA Cups and trophies and all that sort of thing with Sparta Prague, but nothing with Derby, which isn't too much of a surprise really. Okay, great. So we'll jump again and we'll take another look at his latter stages, see if these physicals decline and how much that affects him, and go from there. So he has made that century mark with Czech Republic, 123 appearances, 30 goals, 32 years of age now, physical still looking very good. He has moved to Citadella, which is interesting to see. To be honest, he's still pretty similar to how he was a few years ago. We can see that his obviously move to Derby didn't last too long. Got a move to Atalanta, 21 million in the Serie A. Did perform okay, nothing spectacular though. Seems to have that first season wonder and then drops right off. Got that move again to Citadella, 29 million, which is interesting, but didn't perform. It's strange that the valuation has gone up as his career's gone on. 32 years of age now, £8.5 million value. Not looking like the best buy for them really. Ultimately, in the end, he is being played up front, which makes sense, I guess. He's coming to an age now where he can't necessarily take on players. Knox ball passer for home and might have to go soon as those acceleration and pace drops off. But we'll jump ahead, see his retirement, see how that's gone for him, and how we've progressed. So a coach is his next role. Can see he did move from Citadella to Krasnodar. Awful coach, don't ever get him as a coach. But I can see he moved on a free, so they lost out on £20 million, and he got 4 goals in 4 years for Krasnodar. That's bad. Certainly hasn't ended very well. Ended up winning the Euro Cup 2 with Atlanta, so the only trophy he's won since moving away from Sparta Prague. But nothing spectacular. Decent working with youngsters, determination, level of discipline, but for one tactical, technical defending, is bad, and even the attacking's only 5 in the stats, so nothing great. National license of C as well. Pretty poor, really. But an interesting player to take a look at. Certainly one, I think, if you can get him early on for a cheap price, you can certainly sell him on for a lot more. As you can see, even at 15 million, you can make a profit of up to 30 million on him. So certainly one to bring in, can get some games out of him and then even move him on, which I've certainly done in the past, especially when China comes knocking at the door for him. But I hope you did enjoy. Like, subscribe and all that good stuff, and I will catch you next time.